The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
I know this is a terrible story to bring up on Easter weekend, but it is what it is. One of my favorite sayings. Actually, it's not.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But it's an interesting story. Anytime there's a major airline that has some sort of a mechanical issue and the passengers are in danger and all that, it makes the news. So it just so happened this one made the news on the weekend of our holiest of holidays as Christians.
Yeah.
But this doesn't have anything to do with the religious part of Easter. Why don't I just get to it? How about that?
Okay.
A United flight from Denver to Edmonton, Canada, had to make an emergency landing after an apparent, they took off. They had significant vibration, quote unquote, on the plane, 153 passengers on board. They had heard a loud bang. Outside the window, there were blasts of fire coming from one of the plane's engines.
Ugh.
The pilots got the plane down safely after roughly 75 minutes in the air. The passengers were a bit shaken, but nobody was injured. There is footage of the fireballs coming out of the, somebody videoed it out the window. Passengers were put on another plane, and the grounded plane was inspected, repaired, and has returned to service. So everything's fine. But what had happened was they found upon inspection that somehow a bunny rabbit had gotten into the number 2 engine.
A rabbit the engine?
Yeah.
How does that even happen?
I don't know. Just think about the children who aren't getting eggs.
Right. Oh, dear. That's the tie-in? Okay.
Yeah, the bunny.
Gosh, that's terrible.
They said it either jumped up in there or was sucked into the right engine while the plane was on the ground. Oh, really? While it was on the ground?
Yeah, you think?
You don't think a rabbit just jumped to 2,000 feet to get into that engine?
Yeah.
Come on. And it caused it to backfire during the climb.
Holy cow.
One of the pilots said, "Rabbit through number 2, that'll do it." So heartless.
That was heartless. Rabbit through number 2. Yep, that'll do it.
Now, this is a legitimate news publication here from which I am reading. And it reads, "There is no official word on the condition of the rabbit. But we assume that it, whatever. Okay. Did anybody wonder the condition of the rabbit getting sucked into a jet engine?
Is there any confusion about that?
I know they're trying to, act concerned over the animal because people are animal worshipers and all now. But that would make it even worse. If I'm a person that the only thing I'm worried about in this whole story is the well-being of the rabbit, and you said there's no word on the condition of the rabbit, that would make it worse to me than automatically assuming the truth, which is no rabbit is going to survive being sucked into a jet engine and causing fireballs.
Right. No survivors with fire. No bunny survivors when fireballs are involved.
But then they bring it up. It makes,
We did our due diligence. We covered every angle of this. Just in case you're wondering, no word on the condition of the rabbit that got sucked into the jet engine.
Yeah, but we're hoping beyond hope that
I wonder how they even knew that it was a rabbit. Did they see it on the camera or something? Because I would imagine if it went through a jet engine, that could have been any kind of animal. We don't know if that was a bunny or a deer.
Maybe there was some fur left behind or something somehow.
They bring it up. That's a rabbit fur. It's either a rabbit or a porcupine.
But what are the odds that something other than a bird is going to get in a jet engine and cause the plane to have mechanical difficulties?
Yeah.
I never would have thought a rabbit.
No, because runways
No
are fenced off, and I
Well-
guess maybe you could hop through a fence or something.
Yeah, and I guess they are, the other side of the runway and everything is usually a wooded area and all. But
But you never hear
how
about
does how does a rabbit jump high enough to get into a jet engine?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm thinking the rabbit was on the runway
Yeah,
and the plane went over it and it just got sucked up.
that is brutal. That is
Yeah.
brutal.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Glad everybody survived, though.
Yeah,
I've never heard of an animal getting sucked into a jet engine that wasn't a bird,
me either.
ever.
Well, I did hear that one story about a giraffe.
Is that right? Sucked him right in.
Right. It was in the Shreveport airport in Louisiana.
I believe
They
it.
had giraffes out there.
But has like a plane ever hit a deer on the runway or anything? Like I've never even heard of one of those.
I don't know. I think that if it hit a deer or something, some kind of an animal like that, it wouldn't hurt the plane.
It wouldn't.
No, it's only when they get up in the engine or they're, because a deer, I don't think there's anything underneath that a deer or something would harm it. Like, if you're driving on a country road or something at night and a possum is in the road, that you should swerve to miss it and don't try to straddle it ever, because they say that when possums get like that, they jump straight up and it can knock out your oil pan.
Oh my God, what a Louisiana little life hack for you. What you don't know is that the possum will jump and knock out your oil.
That's what
believe
they always said growing up.
They jump, huh?
Yeah, when
Well, don't
they before they start playing possum,
Right.
the first thing they do when they get startled or whatever is jump straight up, and they got hard ass heads, man.
Do they?
Oh,
Possums have hard heads.
don't ask me how I know,
Oh my God.
but I know they got hard heads. Stubborn, they're real stubborn.
I can't wait to use that at Easter dinner. One thing about possums, let me tell you, you never knock out your oil pan. Your oil pan.
Man, I saw a video the other day of some crazy woman. There was a possum that had gotten up onto somebody's porch or something. She was a tourist, and she's over there trying to pet that thing, broad daylight,
What?
over there petting it, and the thing got its mouth wide open. And you got to figure, assume that it has rabies if you're seeing a possum in the daytime and it's acting all crazy and loopy. She's there trying to pet it. Sits down beside it on the porch trying to pet it.
Oh God.
I didn't see the end of the video, so I don't know if that thing tried to rip her arm off or what. But possums are not friendly creatures.
And they're not even cute. They're
the
so
ugly-
gross.
They're one of
looking.
the ugliest animals on planet Earth.
Why would you want to pet it?
I mean, it just looks like a giant rat with a disease.
Yeah, they're so gross.
Ugh.
That I don't get. A raccoon, I would
adorable.
understand, something like that, but not a possum. Those, ugh.
A raccoon is adorable.
Yeah. Shouldn't pet it, but I get why you would want to.
Yeah. Soft furs.
Yeah.
All that. Possum's got that old wiry ass hair and
Little beady eyes and that rat face. Those are disgusting.
But then when I'm seeing videos like that with that lady, I'm torn because I'm thinking, oh, God, get away from that thing. Don't let that thing bite you. I hope he doesn't
Right.
bite you. But then on the other hand, I'm thinking he needs to bite her to teach her a lesson.
Yeah.
She's so stupid.
She'll take that lesson with her for the rest of her life.
Mm-hmm. But I do think it was rabid. So, I mean, you don't want anybody to experience that unless you just hate them.
Yeah. Where was it? Where,
I don't know.
in the United States somewhere?
I think it was in the Hamptons.
Is that right? You got possums up there? I bet they do.
That's where that knocking out the oil pan lesson came from. The damn Hamptons.
One thing you got to know about possums: never straddle them. Go around them. They will jump up and knock out your oil pan.
And you know what's bad is that now I don't even know if cars have oil pans on them.
I mean, it just sounds so dated, like
Yeah.
your oil pan in the
'Cause
Oldsmobile.
everything is so.
Yeah.
That means it's got to have it somewhere in there. So computerized and all.
Because possums kept knocking them down.
Yeah, the only way to fight a possum's with a computer. You might as well just take away all the oil pans because they're coming for them. You can bet your ass on that.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny.
TJ Riggins Prime Plus members get all of the shows commercial-free, plus a segment called Extra, Extra Funny. All for the low, low price of $4.99 a month or $54.89 for a 12-month subscription. Sign up at the Media Center at tjriggins.com.
Easter is all about family, love, and great food. So why spend hours in the kitchen when Table & Twine has done the work for you? Their chef-prepared Easter brunch and dinner are ready for pre-order until April 16th, giving you more time to make memories with the ones you love. And check this out. When you enter code PEYTON10 at checkout, Table & Twine will donate 10% of your order to our charity, Peyton's Promise. So enjoy a delicious meal and give to a great cause. Pre-order today at tjriggins.com/tableandtwine before time runs out.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
I get falsely accused all the time of being passive aggressive, which I don't get. I'm regular aggressive, not passive aggressive.
That's true.
No. So I thought this would be, interesting to those types of people who are passive aggressive. On the Reddit, they asked people for polite ways, basically, to tell somebody, blank you.
Oh.
Polite ways.
Okay.
So I haven't read all of these. I figure we can just go over them together, Brother Riggins, and see if we agree or con.
Okay.
Number 10. Okay, this is dumb. Just say F you, but then add please to the end of it.
No, that's still pretty aggressive
And not,
and stupid.
why would they put that on there if it's not serious? People looking for help here.
Yeah, right.
You know how many people turn to damn Reddit for emotional support and guidance, and they're going to put a corny joke up there like that?
I'm trying to tell somebody to F off.
Without getting fired.
Yeah, right.
Number 9, how amusing for you. Supposedly what Queen Elizabeth would say if she thought you were an idiot. Oh, how amusing for you.
That is pretty snarky. I like that. That's kind of funny.
That's like something my grandmother was, my granny. She's very, very passive aggressive on things like that. Be that as it may. I say that all the time. Be that as it may, but I don't say it in a way to tell somebody to F you.
Yeah, no, it's not the same thing as saying F you.
It says, let them rant, then hit them with the, be that as it may, and shut it down.
Yeah, that's how I picture it being used, to shut it down in a kind of snarky way.
You know what I hate is when somebody goes, and on that note, oh, I hate that. And not just if it's said about me, but anybody, just to hear, okay, on that note.
And on that note.
Or, all right, that's my cue. It's my cue to leave. Now, I do this one a lot. I say, I'll pray for you.
Yeah, that's a good
But
one.
I usually was, I'm going to put you on our prayer list.
Yeah.
Is what I'll say.
It's a variation.
Okay, you know what? I need to put you on our prayer list right now. Just smile.
Just smile.
Yeah. Don't respond. Just smile and watch their blood boil.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes more sense.
You've genuinely been wonderful. They know it's an insult because it's over the top, and they obviously haven't been wonderful. You know what? You have just been so wonderful to deal with.
Yeah. I picture
What a
people,
joy you are.
Yeah. People using that with like customer service kind of situations.
Oh, my goodness. What a complete breath of fresh air you are.
What a treat.
And then some Southerner put, bless your heart. This is a good one. Noted.
That's funny. I like that one.
If somebody's a jerk and sends you a long ranting email replying with a one-word answer is the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just very dismissive.
Yeah, it is.
But you know what I used to do when I would get complaint emails from listeners just blasting me or whatever for whatever I said, offending them and whatnot, I would just write back a statement that sounded like an automated return.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mr. TJ is out of the office today. Thank you for writing and being his one of his number one fans. You know, whatever.
Have them absolutely stewing.
Instead of like when they're calling you out for something or being a doo-doo head, you just say, all right, well, have the day you deserve.
I was just thinking that. I see that all the time now, which is good. It's snippy, it's snarky, and you get the message across. I see that a lot, actually. I hope you have the day you deserve, meaning you deserve everything bad to happen to you without saying it. I like that one.
Or I'll say, okay, now you have a blessed day.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
May the Lord smile upon you for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Fun.
And this one is, instead of flipping somebody off in traffic, blow them a kiss.
That might make them more mad than flipping them off.
That's what they said. It's even more infuriating.
Yeah, if somebody blows you a kiss. That would be fun.
It said a sarcastic thumbs up works too. But not like blowing a kiss.
Yeah, no, blowing a kiss is funny. Mm-hmm. But yeah, somebody giving the thumbs up too would be irritating. Or giving you the thumbs down for that matter.
Like there's a guy that commented on something on our Facebook page the other day when I was announcing the Celebration thing that we've got coming up on June 14th. And I don't go in there and just comb through the comments and everything. But evidently my wife does. And she sent this one that said, Celebration, that's a stupid name. Did your wife come up with that?
What?
Yeah. So I'm going to have to go deal with him. I mean, talking about me is one thing, but you going to say something about my wife?
Yeah.
But I got to go look at his profile and all, too. I mean, I'm not going to just automatically start talking crap to a Hell's Angel or an outlaw or something.
Right.
I got to see what he does.
There you go. do some recon before you start spouting off at the mouth. I don't even know what that means. Your wife make it up?
Well, saying that my wife is stupid, even dumber than I am, is what it's saying.
Weird to say.
Yeah. But it's a loser.
Yeah.
Some kind of loser.
Yeah. I hope he has the day he deserves.
I do too. I'm putting him on the prayer list right now.
We're going to put him on a prayer list.
But, Jody not being in the public eye for very long, that kind of stuff still gets at her.
Yeah.
Or if, my daughter sees negative comments about me and all of that, I just always chalk it up to, they're liberals.
Yeah.
They're just liberals that don't agree with me, so they lash out. You know how they are. Well, it could be something completely different. They could just genuinely hate me for everything.
Nothing to do with politics.
To make them feel better, it's just liberals.
Yeah, that's... Never read the comments. That's the number one rule of social media. Never read the comments. Ever.
But sometimes the comments will give us content to bring to the next show or whatever. I mean, like this.
Yeah, in a way.
Scott Wise.
Oh.
That's his name.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well. He's listening. He knows your wife. That's good.
Yeah.
Not so wise, right? Oh, well, I'm sorry she had to read that.
Miserable, sorry existence of life. We need to put let's invite him over for Easter dinner. I'm going to invite him over.
Yeah. We'll break bread together.
Mm-hmm.
And quite honestly, Celebration is a clever name. I don't care what you say. It's a clever name.
Yeah.
Certainly not stupid.
Right. And I wouldn't have thought anything. I would have laughed
at
it if he hadn't thrown that shot in at Jody.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if he doesn't think that Celebration is clever and witty of any type, then Wait till he starts getting a bunch of my insults.
Yeah.
I'll
See what's clever then.
make him leave all the damn social media. I have him living in a damn tree.
Yeah.
Shaking, rocking back and forth. It'll drive him crazy. I'll just rip him apart.
I've made a huge mistake.
Oh, you don't want to mess with that buzzsaw. He'll insult you hard.
He'll take you down.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.